Hello everybody, today is Friday, September 15th. On my left is the time in sales, and you can see that it's 4:09 p.m., almost 4:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The futures markets closed about 10 minutes ago. The E-mini S&P currently trading at 24.97. It was a fair day for the auto trader today, but first up is the DAX, which hit its goal today on a very familiar pattern, a long and a short trade back-to-back, hitting its goal of 2,000 for the day on two contracts, and we had some slippage on the end as we enter a market order. And the way I have the bars here, these are open, low, high, close bars. Some of you may prefer to see this on candlesticks, in which case it would look like this. Nevertheless, the DAX has had a spectacular run, not only since the inception of tracking it several years ago, so it's been one of our most consistent charts, as I have repeated before, but it continues to hit its goal often or end up on the plus side of the ledger often. Now, indeed, it does have losing days. It doesn't mean that it's always stopped out for its maximum stop loss, which is 1,500. So we have a 25% win-loss ratio, 4-3, if you will. So the most we can lose is 1,500, and our daily goal being 2,000. So it's a sensible setup from a trading risk management point of view. Okay, next up is the YM on a precision Renko chart, and this did 375 for the day on three contracts. Most of the rest of the performance today was modest, so to speak, including the DAX. We still don't have a lot of volatility in the market, as it can get this way when it nears tops and bottoms. Probably more volatility at bottoms, but at tops, the market in its current state is not demonstrating a lot of volatility. To demonstrate that point, I'm going to bring over my market profile chart. So we see today's low was around 90.50 and a high of 98, so about 7.5 points. Now, a couple of days ago in the video, we had a 5-point range, which was here on the 14th, and so you can see the market profile here was kind of a semi-balanced day. And then here, a little bit of a run to the upside into the close, breaking above yesterday's high, but still really minimal or low volatility relative to where the market's been. So hence kind of lackluster performance on the auto trader charts for some of the markets we're following. Okay, next up is the Nasdaq on the Super Renko 10 tick. We took a hit off the open and drew down nearly $600, but then we recovered with a couple of nice trades here to finish on the plus side up 315. Speaking of volatility, usually when we have a contraction in volatility, that is always followed by an expansion in volatility. So sooner or later, this pattern's going to break, and we'll see some larger volatility, which translates to larger movement in price. Okay, next up is the E-mini S&P on the precision Renko chart. All things considered, this was a pretty spectacular trade here, getting in near the low of the day and exiting near the high of the day. We have our first target here at 3 points or so, and then we have a runner. So this did 425 for the day on two contracts. That's extremely respectable and a really well-placed trade. Remember, we use a limit order. So these fills here, whether in real-time or real-time simulation, which is what this is very accurate, as is our exits. Our profit target exit is always a limit order. So this depiction here is very accurate and really solid performance, all things considered, for this chart. Here we have our E-mini S&P on a Superanko 2 tick with a higher time frame. This was good for mainly 1 point on 2 contracts, netted $100, but shows how our higher time frame can work here. This is also using a limit order, I believe, with a pullback of 1 tick. Had we been trading a stop order, we would have caught all these other trades. In the green background, all these long trades would have been taken. So, all in all things considered, not too bad of a day. We should see some increase in volatility before too long. That's all for today's video. If you'd like to find out more, please visit our website or send us an email to systems@bluewavetrading.com. Thanks for watching today.